Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who's realizing that they got tricked away from you, chose somebody that they thought was going to be an easier person to deal with or someone more aligned to them. They thought the grass was greener over there, but it was because they just wanted to be a little bit lazier. At the bottom it says, I didn't have to water it. And then we have the love spell card. So I think this is somebody who did not choose you. Someone who chose either like the single life or chose someone else specifically. But as a result of their choices, they're starting to see very clearly what the difference is between you and these other individuals that might be interested in them, or specifically this person who did the love spell, the differences between you and them. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box. It's wickedonestarot@gmail.com. There's also in the description box a link to help you find out how to become a member and what I offer in the 3 different tiers. Let's dive in with, we're going to go with the Masonic Tarot. Keep in mind with this particular tarot deck, there's mallets that associate with the earth signs, and gold, which can be easily mistaken for pentacles, which is actually aligned with fire signs. So that would be like wands. All right, what else do we have, please? The Magician. Yeah, love spell. 4 of gold, which is the 4 of wands. The High Priestess. And the 6 of swords in the reverse. So this is like the find out phase. We've got someone who had figured out some connection here or some alternate path where they could potentially get what they wanted without having to put forth much effort. And the love spell was either done by them or to them. I feel like for the majority of you, this is somebody that put a love spell on the person who rejected you. And at first it was like, oh, well, this is pretty excellent. But as things are starting to unravel or as the illusion starts to fall apart, this person who did not choose you is realizing that it was not as great as it looked initially, and that they've basically been kind of like tricked out of their blessings or fooled, right? What else do we have? King of Swords in the reverse, Page of Chalices, and the 6 of gold, which would be like the 6 of wands. There was a, I don't know, couple weeks, couple months where it did seem like everything was what they wanted. And then there was also a point where they started kind of lying to themselves about whether or not they actually were kind of losing interest, right? Or wondering what they were doing there. Why do I like this person so much? Or why do I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be? Hello, Carl. How are you doing? Hello, 3 Second. I don't know who you're saying happy birthday to, but I hope they have a good birthday. So this is someone who felt a sense of victory or achievement. I made the right choice. This is way easier than the other option. And look at me, I'm happy. But it didn't last very long, and it may have been, I don't know, like even a little bit fake. I'm glad to hear that, Carl. You're very welcome. Hello, Laura. Hello, Nina. Hello, X. What's going on? Another 6. 6 of mallets, which would be the 6 of pentacles. The High Priest in the reverse, clarifying the High Priestess in the reverse. So that would be like the Hierophant, right? And then the Knight of Chalices or the Knight of Cups. Now they're looking at this person like, I would have never accepted an offer from you. Why am I in this situation? They might find out who the actual person was that helped them with the love spell. I do feel like there's either someone who's like, here, try this, or someone who actually did it for them. And now there's, I think, a little bit of chaos. Hey, we need to talk about this, or hey, what is this? Maybe they found some evidence of the spell being done. But we have an argument and someone who's no longer entranced by this person, someone who's realizing that they chose poorly. Or maybe didn't even really choose. This is the Ghost Tarot. Oh, you're in Iowa? I love Iowa. I'm in Tennessee. Hello, Street Kid. How are you doing? Hello, P Dizzle. Are you making a joke about how I shuffle? It's just how I do it, man. We've got 8 of Swords and Justice in the reverse. They feel like they've been held captive, or they feel like they lost their decision-making abilities because of discovering this love spell. Now look, for some of you, this could just be someone who was very charming and then they dropped the act. But with the Magician and the High Priestess and everything coming through here, like Justice in the reverse, it does kind of feel to me like for many of you, and we have another High Priestess in the reverse, it does feel to me like there is some sort of manipulation, at least misrepresenting who they are to the person who rejected you. This is a general reading, X. Hello, Leaf. How are you doing? Hey, Carrie. How's it going? Leaf, I did do a... Let's see. Was that Saturday? Yeah, on Saturday I did an all signs reading. So if you're looking for one that's specific to Aries, you might want to look at that one. Hello, Shannon. How are you doing? Hello, John. So now we've got someone who is questioning why they are with the person that they are with, or why they've been spending time with this person. They're feeling a sense of losing time or questioning why they've been doing what they've been doing. This is like waking up after a pretty bad night of drinking and trying to figure out what you've been getting into. So this person's feeling pretty frustrated, mad at another person and mad at themselves. Queen of Cups in the reverse. The love is no longer there. The interest is no longer there. So it could just be that the spell wore off. It could be that this person found it. And that would probably make somebody question, well, do I actually like this person? I shouldn't have been so stubborn. Hanged Man in the reverse. I should have been able to see the writing on the wall, or I should have known that this person wasn't trustworthy. This is The Truth Is. Hello, Renee. How you doing? What else do we have? So we do have someone who's dealing with a fear of loss. I feel like this is the one who let you get away. They had been a bit guarded and felt like you asked too much of them, or you expected too much commitment, vulnerability. But now they're interested in finding a way to heal the wounds in your connection, because they recognize that they fell for something that is not nearly as wonderful as what you have to offer. This is the Wild Reflections. Hey, Vichitata, how are you doing? Good luck with work, Carl. The Sun, Ace of Wands, Strength. Wow, that's some really beautiful energy. While this person has been stuck, while this person has been trying to convince themselves that they're in a situation that they like, or have even been under some sort of spell. You've been working on your healing. You've been seeing things the way they really are, whether that's yourself, other people, what you want, whether or not your friends are real. I feel your intuition is stronger than it has been in a long time. And with the Ace of Wands, you've reclaimed whatever energy was being sent to someone who didn't apparently want to be connected to you or felt that it would have been too much work, right? Hey, Kat, how are you doing? Hello, Tara. What else do we have? Eight of Pentacles, focusing on work, avoiding the instability that a connection with someone who isn't healed can bring you. So I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you've been making some really solid choices. High five. The highest of fives. You may see things improving in your professional life because you are able to like better focus on it. Or you may just feel like your life is better organized. You're doing the things on time that you need to, not missing any deadlines, feeling like things are getting much more manageable. So I salute you. This Nine of Pentacles is also about intuition, independence. I feel like your money's getting better. Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Devil in the reverse. You handled this like a boss. So there's positive, like good karma in the wings, just like waiting for you. You knew what you needed to do. You knew what you needed to focus on. And because of your strength, because of your willingness to walk away from things that are really just making things more messy in your life. Devil in the reverse again. This is like, it's time for things to move in a better direction for you. So this person who got distracted by the love spell may have a front row seat to your life leveling up, your money getting better, people becoming a little bit more interested or captivated by you. Hello, Capo. How you doing? We've got the World in the reverse, the Empress, and the Ten of Wands. Sometimes what has already been decided to put in the past can serve as a great catalyst or a motivator for somebody to build a new foundation. So even though there was a sense of unfinished business, even though there was some questions as to why this person made the decision that they did, whoever I'm reading for, you're coming through as Strength and the Empress. This is like, yeah, I mean, that wasn't great. That's not how I wanted it to go, but I'm not going to let it like ruin my day. Like I'll find a way to make it work. It'll be all right. Hello, Kendrick. Hello, Salvador. That's very awesome of you to say, X. Very mature. Thank you, Salvador. Seven of Cups in the reverse, Two of Swords. Clarity around a decision that needs to be made. Even if I have to do something that makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable or, you know, is a new challenge, and maybe I'll look silly, maybe I won't. Whoever you are, you're like, this is what we're doing. We're gonna get a new job, or we're gonna get a new place, or maybe you're focusing your energy on starting your own business. Whatever it is, though, the universe is like, let's bless that for them because they didn't get all mopey over there. This is the Cats Rule the Earth. Fool in the reverse. Devil in the reverse. It's like you looked at the situation and instead of asking what you did wrong or what you should have done differently to keep this person around, you were like, their loss. I know I put forth some pretty awesome energy. I know I was being authentic and, you know, wanted to connect with this person. And if they didn't want to do that, okay. Thank you. Next. Who else is out there? What else should I be doing with my time? All right. Acceptance is a very powerful choice to make. I say choice because I think there are a lot of people out there who instead choose to fixate on the things that have not gone wrong, when we all have, I think, the power to control our mindset and let go of things as we need to, because there's really nothing that is guaranteed to be around our entire life, right? I guess that's what Bambi taught me. You just gotta be able to appreciate what impact or influence or memories you have from a connection or a person, and be sure that you're always learning how you need to move forward. And I feel like we have somebody who got clarity from this. All right, so I guess I need to stop dealing with people who are indecisive. I guess I need to stop dealing with people who are scared to be emotionally vulnerable. So the next time that I go to pursue somebody, or, you know, am being pursued romantically, I've learned maybe I should take a different path, or maybe I shouldn't deal with somebody who's a little bit immature emotionally. It's not worth it, right? Hello, Devendar. How you doing? Hello, Steven. I wish I was cool enough to know what that means, white girl magic. I don't know what that is. Hello, Marcus. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day so far. 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands in the reverse. So I guess the modern phrase would be, if I'm too much, then go find less, right? If you think you aren't up to the task, if you don't want to put in the work to have a strong emotional connection with somebody, if that's just too much for you, then go on. That's all right. I'm not going to try to convince you. Oh, don't be scared. You got muscles. You can do the heavy lifting. Nah. People don't want to put in the work. Let them go. This is about a lesson being learned. This person realizing that really putting in the work for a connection that you are passionate about, or for somebody that you see a future with, is almost always worth it. Almost. If you have that strong connection, if you have respect for each other, if you are supportive of each other, then, you know, put in the work. But if this is somebody who's like, I don't know, that seems like a lot, then what are you really losing? So this King of Swords is you. This is why we don't pay too close attention to gender, because you also came out as Empress, right? This is, I'm going to be honest with myself. I know my worth. I know what I have to offer. I know, as far as a loving connection, if I'm putting out loving energy, then I deserve to receive it back without chasing it down. Hey, you there, I was really nice to you for a week. Could you be nice to me? You don't need that. So King of Swords is about logic, but it's the balance to that Empress side, which is more compassionate and patient. We can be patient for people to learn what they need to in order to mature emotionally, but you also have to have that logic side where you're able to say, you know what, maybe it's best if I keep it moving. Maybe this person needs a little bit more time. It's the half-cooked burrito principle of this channel, which is, if you've ever gotten one of those giant gas station burritos and you microwave it only to find that the middle is still cold. Blech. That's somebody who's emotionally still healing. Put them back in the microwave. Microwave people, okay? That's not what I'm saying. Thank you, Marcus. Ooh, I sure hope so. Let's ask the cards, though. Big investment off this month. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate you. And I'll probably only do about another 10 minutes on the general reading, maybe 15, and then I'll start in with the personal questions, okay? Hey, Drew, how are you doing? Hello, Mike. Hello, Sea Dog. Hello, Redbeard. Yes, exactly. Redbeard gets it. Just the gremlins. All right, so we've got the Two of Pentacles. All right, here's the other side to this King of Swords for you. You are off here like frolicking in the meadows, enjoying the good things that life has been offering you, probably taking a more independent approach, right? I don't really feel like this is a reading for somebody who has found a new relationship. It's more so that you're like, I'll take a little bit of time for myself. I'll have like a spa day, or I'll go fishing, whatever, right? But in addition to that, you get some sort of insight into what's going on for that other person. Have we come up with a name for this person yet? We could probably call them the Queen of Cups in the reverse, because they're a little bit scared of the love, right? Hey, Lee, I hope you're having a good start to the day. Thank you for the tip. Of course I can. You are not wrong, Midwest Galaxy King. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, Drew, I'm a big fan of cats. I don't know if you can see my tattoos, and there's also a kitty cat right there. But I have this section right here is my cat tarot options. So there's definitely a theme here. This is Cats Rule the Earth, by the way. Shout out to Peggy for gifting them to the channel. So this Two of Pentacles, by the way, this is a taste of your own medicine. Not for you. I mean, not that that would be a bad thing. You've been out here, like, doing pretty well, right? The person who walked away from you, them meeting the match. See, they wanted to hang out with you because you were comforting for them. They wanted to connect to you because you loved on them without them really giving much back, right? At least initially. And now they feel like maybe it's just easier to go with someone who doesn't have all these expectations. And they run into somebody just like themselves. So they're learning a lesson about love by choosing somebody who is as uninvolved and uninterested and lacking in commitment as themselves. So it's not even like, I hope you have the day that you deserve. It's like, I hope you find someone just like you, you know? Sorry. So they're facing their own reality with a person who acts just like them, you know? I hope that goes well. Hello, Duncan. You know I'd love to... Are you talking about like a long form reading, Galaxy King? I have time today. Yesterday was a little bit crazy, but today I had time. So we've got 10 of Cups, 8 of Swords in the reverse, and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. That song from Janet Jackson, Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone. I don't know, man. Is that just like the most predictable thing ever when you reject somebody who's been very loving and compassionate and you choose somebody who's like just a little bit like easier, doesn't request as much or doesn't expect as much. And then you start thinking back on that person who was very loving and caring and did ask for a little bit of that back. It's like, oh, maybe the high value person asks for more because they offer more. It's like they're having this realization that they traded in something amazing, but something kind of mediocre, you know? Hey, Third Eye, how are you doing? Hello, Slidem. Hello, One Who Possess. How's it going? So they have this wish that they had chosen you instead. I guess you could call it a regret, because they're starting to understand the true character of the person they chose instead. This is somebody who I feel is very codependent And another reference to somebody who's willing to use spell work. So they might feel like they're dealing with somebody who's very possessive or impatient. Yeah, no, we will use these. And thinking back on how you were. Thinking back on how you were actually trustworthy, right? There you go. Hello, Louise. How are you doing? Hello, Night Night. So to continue with the cat theme, we have the Sea Queen, which is the Queen of Cups. This is the person from your past. They came out originally as the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So they could have Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio featured prominently in their chart, or they're thinking so much about the love that they rejected from you and how they chose something that was like basically imitation crab meat. I said what I said. They're thinking back on what they could have had with you if they'd been smart about it, right? Hey, Louise, I sure can. I'll add you to the list underneath Lee, and I'll pull a few cards for you. Thank you for the tip. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess this is one of those major tropes or very common themes in movies, right? You choose somebody who doesn't ask as much of you only to find out that you're not as interested in them because they're not really a good person. They're not really looking to treat you well. They want something from you and they keep you feeling stuck. So we have this Eight of Swords. Their discovery of a love spell or realization that this person isn't who they said they are makes them feel like they got themselves into a bit of a trap. You're welcome, Ashley. Good morning, Chastity. How are you doing? Interesting phrasing. X, I would say there is meeting of the souls between spirituality and Christianity for me, hence the cross up there. Hello, Peter. How are you doing? I'm sorry you're dealing with that, Peter. I hope that gets better for you. Sending you protective energy. I'm doing well. Thank you, Chastity. So we've got the Chariot in the reverse, the Moon, and the Six of Sea, or the Six of Cups in the reverse. This person's gonna sneak back on over to you and be like, hey, remember me? I know I said you were like too much work and I didn't want to like let you know the real me, and then I chose somebody else and I like kind of broke your heart. You might be like, broke my heart? No, I think that's overestimating things. Oh yeah, but like you've still been thinking about me, right? You've probably been like missing me and stuff. And you're like, I don't know. Dating you was kind of like, you know, going back to the kind of dating I did in middle school. So missing you might be a little bit strong. Now, some of you might not have been quite so like, no, thanks, but no. But I do feel like the time away from this person that it took for them to realize your value was longer than the time that it required for you to realize that this person isn't really at your level. That this person should have known better. And just because they've realized it now, it doesn't mean that you want to go backwards. So we have the floating cat, which would be the hanged man, also in the reverse and right next to the other hanged man in the reverse. I tried to help you see the value in the connection. I tried to connect with you and like communicate what I needed or what was going on. And you decided to choose a different path. That's okay. But now I'm already, you know, miles and miles down this other path. You lost me. Hello, Chevalier. Hello, SCR. Hello, Josie. Oh, I hope you have a good day. Hmm. Hey, Chevalier, I'm gonna ask you to like chill out. It is like only Monday morning, okay? I don't know what it is for you in terms of time, but it's like 7:30 just before. So like I'm gonna remove your comment and ask you to like chill, okay? Because I saw nothing wrong with Peter's comment. But you're on my little mental list of people who've caused trouble in the live chat before, so just keep that in mind. And I respect that, Peter. Luis is like way too early. Hey Nancy, how are you doing? I hope you had a good weekend. So we have the Three of Fire, the Three of Wands in the reverse. We have the Six of Earth or Six of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hierophant. Okay. So this ordeal, this love spell, or this being distracted by somebody who required less of them has got them realizing what they've missed out on with you and has them feeling like they need to make an appearance. They want to come back around and explain to you that this was something that has taught them a major lesson. And now they look at things differently. The question is, they want to know if they get another chance. I don't think so. This is them when they're coming back around. They're like, I know you don't like me. I know I messed it up. But can I have another chance? Please? Good morning, Grindheart. How you doing? Hello. I'm just going to call you Bosh. I hope you're having a good day. And the World and the reverse. They're convinced that there's something more here for the two of you. And I feel like they may look at things differently than you. I feel like you might feel like this is actually already over. This is the hidden truth. Hello, Gypsy. How you doing? Is it? Hello, Zombie. Newcastle upon Tyne? Zombie, can I make a little confession to you? So I never really got into like Jersey Shore, but Geordie Shore, guilty sin or guilty pleasure. That's what it is. I guess all sins are guilty. And I think part of it was I was just super fascinated with the like, I don't know, the accent, but like how they speak. I suppose it's how you speak. Anyways, welcome to my live chat. All right, we've got, oh, Master of the Obvious here. I have trouble with intimacy. I feel so drawn to you. I want you, but I don't know how to go about it, right? Oh, thank you, Grindhard. Oh, I sure hope so. Let's ask the cards, though, huh? Stronger feelings. And more love. Ooh, 100%, huh? I will ask. Thank you, Grindhard. I like it. I need security. I've realized after I followed, you know, maybe the more predictable path and chose the person who didn't require as much from me, that maybe I was getting a taste of my own medicine, that maybe I was getting taught a lesson about, you know, you get what you give kind of thing. So they want security because they did not find it with this other person, and they think back on the connection they had with you. Either you're saying you broke my heart back to this person, or they're trying to blame you for this, which makes me a little bit irritated. Yeah. They're all like, hey, let's be friends again. Hey, let's like hang out, you know? They want to make amends. They want to be in your life. Ooh, congratulations. I hope it goes well for you. Oh, I'm proud of you, Peter. Good. Zombie, I've never met one. Only watched them on TV. So we've got, I miss seeing you. So this person's going to come back around and tell you about how they chose someone else who ended up being a little bit crazy, might have done a love spell on them, and that it taught them how much they had walked away from when they walked away from you. And I kind of feel like you're like, and what does it have to do with me? Like, I'm glad you learned a lesson. Yeah. Luis, what you saying? I don't know. If you're asking when the questions get addressed, I'm going to start the personal questions here shortly, and it's going to be Marcus first, then Lee, then Luis, and then Grindheart. So this person is a bit of a player. They're going to spill the beans, let you know what's actually been going on for them. They're going to let you know that they actually get it now, that life has shown them that they chose poorly and that they should have been able to see your value or step up their game because they were being a bit of a red flag. And now they have seen that the person they chose was a red flag just like them. So they run away from this person and they're like, hey, can we try that again? Only like I'll choose differently and you can keep like doing really awesome things for me. Because I feel like you're irreplaceable. I feel like there's no one else out there like you. The question is, have they had time to heal? Have they though? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, let's just keep in mind this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you, right? But we have somebody who may be hitting you up in part because they might be struggling financially. They might not have a place to stay. They might be asking if they can crash on your couch. They might not have transportation. They might have gotten in trouble with the law. So they're looking at who's willing to, I don't know, be there, take care of me. Are you insulted yet? I would be. Yeah. You're like, no. Why would I take care of you after you ran away when I asked for like the littlest bit of effort? It's a no for me, dog. No, thank you. See you later. All right, we're going to start with those personal questions. Shelby Mustang's pretty awesome. But that's a big pond, you know? Aw, come on, third eye. You can tell us all how it went. We're going to use the Jack-o'-lantern tarot, and we'll start off with Marcus's question. There's a big investment, and I don't know, is it going to pay off this month for Marcus? Will it pay off this month for Marcus? Page of Cups, Justice, and the Hermit. Yes. I feel like it starts this month. And then it escalates. Because I see like a... Okay, is this backwards for you if I'm doing this? I see like the positive chart, right? Specifically because this Justice person has that spear or whatever in the background and it's going upwards. The Page of Cups is like a little bit of a trickle or things just like starting off, maybe a bigger than expected, you know, start or increase. And then with the Hermit, I feel like it starts to get better. Maybe you even adjust something slightly, but I feel like it's headed in the right direction and it does in fact start this month. Maybe more of a payoff for you next month. But yeah, I like this. So we have the Ten of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles, which is pretty amazing. Sorry, Eight of Pentacles. This is saying there's going to be a little bit of maintenance or something that you might have to switch. Maybe even something that you alter and end. But I see you figuring out exactly how to have this victory or success. So yeah, I'm excited for you. You have to come back and tell me when it's going well. Hello, Joelle. How you doing? Ooh, are you guys gonna go on a bike ride? That's cool. I like that. Good luck to you, Marcus. And we're gonna move to Lee's question. Let's see what we've got for Lee. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. And thank you for the extra tip. Thank you. And thank you for liking and subscribing. LOL, Drew. All right, so we're gonna see what we've got for Lee. What does Lee need to know? Ten of Cups. Happy home. Ten of Pentacles. I like this. And the Queen of Swords. This looks like a favorable decision or maybe judgment. Something that makes you feel like things are looking up or where they should be in terms of your domestic happiness. So this could be things really going well between you and your person. This could be a really great memory made with, you know, a child. But I do feel like with this Queen of Swords, this is also saying there's positivity with these connections, in part because of very clear and respectful communication. Is this somebody who's going to be contacting Lee? Yes. Wow, High Priestess and Emperor. This feels like a pretty big deal. And good news. So approach the week with confidence. And I'm excited for you. Hello, JR. How are you doing? Hello. Should we come up with another nickname? Incense and Myrrh? Tarot of the Hermit people? Sorry. Hello, Monica. This is personal questions, actually, at this point. We did have a general reading earlier on. Gypsy, I do prioritize questions from those who tip, although I do also sometimes do freebies. And then I offer long-form readings via email, and that's in the description box for you. All right. Yeah, Lee, just make sure you're focusing on communication, and I do see something going quite well for you, which I'm happy to see. All right, let's see what we get for Luis. I'm going to pull a different tarot deck first. What is important for Luis to know, please? What is important for Luis to know? Page of Swords in the reverse. Strength. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Cups and the Moon in the reverse. There's someone here who's going to test your patience, Luis. This could be like someone at work or a family member or even like a romantic partner. But what I see is the guidance here is a bit... Now, I feel a little bit rude for telling you that because I don't know you that well, Luis. But this is saying be calm, be stoic, hold back, because there's going to be something else that happens. And with the Seven of Pentacles and the reverse, it's like, if I were to yell at you for not taking out the garbage and then later realize that you had taken out the garbage. So I don't know. It's a fight that can be avoided if you wait for more information, because I feel like the issue here is thinking that someone has not done something that they really have, and it could exacerbate or make the situation worse because you might be looking at them and assuming the worst. And I feel like this King of Cups does not need to be a man, by the way, is somebody who just doesn't have the ability to communicate or didn't have the ability to do something the right way. And so you're going to find out more information. Just don't start a fight. You know what I mean? Because I do feel like this is somebody who's trying to figure it out or just had to do something a different way. I did not see the after. See, part of the reason I do the super chats is because then it's easy for me to find the questions. Would you like to retype it, please? That would be helpful. It's kind of hard to scroll through. All right. Hey, Christina, how are you doing, hon? So for Grind Hard, we've got... Oh, and thank you, Monica. Did you have a question? Or would you like just a few random cards, Monica? Christina, I am taking questions with priority to those who tip. And I have a few left as of right now, and I'll probably be signing off in the next like 5 minutes. I'm getting hungry again. It's always the problem, isn't it? What am I gonna do with it to make it make my... Oh, so as far as investments, what does Luis need to know in terms of the money and investing it or being smart, strategic with it? First, don't tell people. There are going to be people who come out of the woodwork asking you for favors. Be very smart about who knows what's going on in your life and your finances. Because with Page of Wands in the reverse, Three of Swords in the reverse, I see that you're approaching this subject matter or keeping this secret helps you avoid problems. Three of Swords in the reverse. You don't need these arguments. But as far as what you should do with it, I do see that you're going to make some pretty smart investment choices. This King of Pentacles, I don't know why, this makes me feel like it could be like real estate focused or land development. I feel like there's someone here who has a project or something that they had been working on. I feel like it's home related, and I feel like they couldn't follow through with it. So this would be like a half-built house, right? And you have the opportunity to level this up in some way. So could be a business, could be focused in real estate, but I see you taking something that someone kind of failed at and you leveling it up and making some good money off of it. And I hope that makes sense for you. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, I am. Hello, Sky. How are you doing? Wobbler, I think I've actually heard that investing in silver is smarter. But what do I know? Thank you, Bradley. And you're so welcome, Luis. Good luck to you. Feel free, no, actually don't let us know if you're totally rich because we don't want people asking you stuff on YouTube either. All right, so we're gonna move on to Grind Hard, and then I don't know if Monica told me if she had a question. And thank you to Chris. Oh, I see Monica's comment now. And then Christina, I'm gonna add you. Christina, do you just want a couple of random cards pulled? You let me know. Monica's question, does it work out with the Virgo? Yeah, I can see if there's anything beyond that too. Oops. All right, exit Christina. Okay. So for Grindhard, we've got, does she have stronger feelings for you at this point? I would say it's more so that she has more clarity about how she felt or feels. There might have been some sort of tendency here to like make it seem like there's no feelings. It's like she was lying to herself. So I feel like she's more aware of what she feels, not necessarily that she's feeling more. She's just not trying to push it out of mind, right? She's not trying to ignore it like she was. Is there more love here? Is she feeling more love? She's feeling indecisive right now. She does feel like there's a lot going on. And I do think that there's some hesitation or resistance towards relationships in general. So I guess the short answer is not entirely, but it's kind of coming through as more of like a situational thing, right? Like what's going on at that point. Thank you, Monica. If you have another question, let me know. And hello again, Nat. Nat, how you doing? Know about David. I got that written down for you. Ooh. All right. And is Grindhard's lady friend 100% won over? Not 100%. There's a fear of failure here. There is a fear of either maybe you're not who you said you are, or maybe you're going to reject me. There's a lack of confidence that gets in the way, and I think is part of the reason why she was like ignoring how she feels and trying to push it away, right? If I don't admit that I have feelings, then I don't have to worry about getting hurt, right? We're rooting for you, Grindhard. All right, so for Monica, we have, will it work out for, let me grab a different deck, actually. Will it work out with the Virgo? How are things going to go with the Virgo for Monica? Three of Pentacles, Tower in the reverse, Ten of Cups, King of Cups in the reverse. Why the King of Cups in the reverse? Oh, okay. So look, I feel like there's a strong connection here. I do feel like this is somebody who's falling in love with you or already knows that they're in love with you. And I feel like they do have some things they know they need to work on with regards to emotional maturity. And that's why we had the King of Cups in the reverse. I can't show you the star because YouTube freaks out with like hand-drawn boobies. I wonder if they get mad at me for doing that too. But this is somebody who is getting advice from a friend or maybe it's a coworker or a family member, and it helps them to avoid calamity or problems with you, changes their perspective, helps them understand, maybe I should communicate it this way, maybe I should do this. So I do feel like this is somebody who has good intentions. They ask for help when they're worried they're going to mess things up with you, and then they find a way to fix this. So one thing that's really important is make sure you're communicating with this person what you need or what you're feeling, because they have a genuine desire to do right by you. So that communication has to be bi-directional, right? Let's see if there's just anything on the peripheral there for you. Anything outside of love. Ace of Swords and the do you have an air sign in your life that's causing you trouble? Like not this romantic situation, but like a friend or a family member, a coworker. There's somebody here who's lied about you, and it's going to come out. So be patient. You could even sit smugly in the corner like, Karma told me it's only a matter of time before your little BS plan is going to be exposed. So hold on, let me make some popcorn real quick. It's going to come out. You're going to be vindicated. So I like that for you. All right, let's see what we've got for the lovely Christina. Christina, did you say just like random cards? If Jeff still loves me. Okay, I got you, girl. Does Jeff still love Christina? Yes. There's a problem here. Why does Jeff feel like there's something here where it's like either you or something else? I don't know that it's a person. I love you, but I have to make a decision. So I don't know if there's some behavior that he's trying to address right now, or maybe it's, you know, I can't really focus on my finances if I'm focused on you. But it's like, I love you, I just have to deal with this other thing, or I have to be focused on something else right now. The long distance thing. Makes sense. Two of Wands, he's got the little globe in his hand. So it's probably like, I want to pursue something, but I'm not like there yet. So working on some independence so that, you know, we can bridge that gap. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Thank you, High Times. You want to know a funny story? When I was like in 7th grade, they did a school play and I tried out for it and I didn't make anything. So I swore off acting for the rest of my life. Yeah, I know. It's kind of silly, right? Oh, I appreciate you too, Christina. That's pretty perfect. All right. So for Nat, we've got, is there anything I need to know about David? Oh, there's a secret here. We have the moon coming out. There's something here that David needs to be ending or closing out as far as a chapter. He needs to let go of something, but he's kept it secret for you. Now, this could be as simple as, I told you I quit smoking cigarettes and I didn't really, or this could be like an ex that they're still talking to. What is this world in the reverse? I think this is a habit, a behavior, something that has been done for a long time, like chewing tobacco. I get it. Some of you probably do it. I would hug you anyways. I would high five you anyways, but it's not good for you. So there's something here he doesn't want you to judge him about because he feels like it's not like a good habit. And it could potentially start an argument. So it's like a little bit of a test for him. Can he start this conversation or address this before it turns into a problem or before it looks like he's lying to you about a lot of stuff, right? Oh, High Times. I love you, but you're wrong. All right. I love you all. Oh, I'm so glad. I hope it goes well for you. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Thank you for hyping the video if you're capable of doing that. And thank you for the tips. I will come back later and I'll see you in the next reading.